Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading, another short reading today, another 5-card reading, and it is a reading I'm doing using the After Tarot. That's my breakup and makeup tarot deck, and I'm doing this reading today using that tarot deck because someone asked me in the comments, they said they'd heard rumors that Prince Harry was secretly reaching out to King Charles, asking him for guidance, for help getting out of the marriage, that he's homesick, he's lost, he's looking for a new direction in his life, he'd like to be a UN ambassador, something like that. So I'm going to look at this just with 5 cards, and we're going to look and see if there are secret communications going on between Harry and King Charles, what it is that Harry potentially wants, what he might be hiding. Is he hiding anything from Meghan? Is this going on behind the scenes that she's blissfully unaware of? And the outcome, is he going to be basically airlifted out of his marriage and given a new gig at the UN? He can't go back into the royals. I've just done a reading. He's iced out. That's it. He's done with the royals. He really is done. If you can hear noise in the background, that's Tess making a bed for herself. And I have just done a reading on the potential move. I did that yesterday. The Harkles might be moving or have already moved. And it seemed to me that the move, if there is a move going on, was designed by Meghan to try and keep Harry sweet, to try and put him in a situation, in an environment where his needs are met more. So she clearly is aware that he's not a happy bunny at this point in his life. But we're going to have a look and we're going to see what's going on, whether there are secret communications, what Harry might want from his father, and how much is going on behind Meghan's back, and the outcome. Is he going to be rescued, or is he going to be left to stew? He made that bed of nails, be left to lie on it, or will he be saved? And we'll have a look and just see. And 5 cards. 5 cards on the tarot table. I've got my camera a bit wrong today, but never mind. Underlying energy. It's the card, the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's the card that was on my mind when I was writing down the questions, when I was thinking about this, meditating on this. It's the card that came up in readings yesterday, what Harry is afraid of in his life. I did a reading on him and his mood, his general mood. And the thing that he was afraid of was that Queen of Wands in reverse. He's afraid of the drama and the temper. And what will happen, the all hell breaking loose kind of vibe that comes with this card when the Queen of Wands find out that he's got his passport ready in a diplomatic pouch, and there's a private jet waiting for him, and the SWAT team's coming to get him out. And what's going to happen when she finds out. That is the underlying energy of this reading. Things are getting interesting, people. I can feel it. Things are getting interesting. Things are getting quite hairy for Harry and for Meghan. So the situation that is going on, there's the royal family. I want back in. I want to be secure. I want my place back. I want to be in that comfortable place that I was all my life, and I didn't realize how good it was until I left it. Prodigal son thing. He wants back. He's not going to get back into the royal family, so don't panic. But he wants back into the luxury and the ease and the servants and the bowing and the scraping and all of that goes on. A nice comfy place to live somewhere, instead of being dragged around by Meghan, moving every few months or every few years, forever that sort of restless energy, seeking endlessly for satisfaction and for happiness, which of course is inside themselves. They don't know it, but he wants to be protected. He wants back in, very, very clearly. So are there secret communications going on between Harry and Charles? That's a retreat card. It's an interesting depiction of it in the After Tarot, because the knight is dead, lying dead there, and the lady is hovering over him, trying to revive him or mourning him, grieving over him or whatever. She's not normally in this picture. She's introduced to this card in the After Tarot. It's the card of withdrawal. So I'm asking if there's secret conversations going on. He's withdrawn from the situation with her, definitely. It's not a communication, it's a silent card normally, but in the context that I'm reading it, whatever is going on it's almost like telepathy. It's not telepathy, but it's praying, in those quiet places, he's going away and finding places. And I almost have a vision, well, I do have a vision of him in my head. In the old days, when you went around looking for call boxes to make phone calls, if you didn't want someone to hear what you were saying or someone to tap your calls or whatever, you'd have to go off. It was so much easier in those days. You could go off around the corner and find a call box and make a secret call, and no one would be any the wiser. It's that energy I'm getting from this, and it was the energy that was in my energy field when I was thinking about this reading, exactly as she was in my energy field as I was thinking about this reading. So there's something going on. There's something going on quietly, very quietly, and he has definitely withdrawn from the battle, withdrawn from the fray with her, because the Four of Wands is about retreating after a kind of heavy defeat or heartache and going away somewhere quiet to lick your wounds and heal and think about what happened. So he's thinking. What does he want? What does he want now? And we get the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. He wants us to stop, and it is going to stop. I saw that in the reading yesterday. He wants the journey he is on to stop. It's not going the way he thought it was going, and it has stopped. It has stopped. And more than he wants it to stop, it has stopped, this journey. And he needs help finding a new journey. He needs help finding a new mission and a new purpose and a new path. This reading ties in very, very much with the readings I did yesterday. And so if you go back and you look in the Royal playlist, if you're interested, and you'll find them, you'll find one on his mood, and you'll find one about moving. And this energy was very much in play in those readings, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That's him. That's him. He's hit a wall in terms of his progress and in terms of where he thought this was going, this big adventure that he went on. It's a bit like, I won't say the analogy I was going to say. It's not appropriate. So scratch that thought. But he wants to be picked up, dusted off, put back on his horse. He's fallen off that horse, landed on his head, as I always say with that card. He wants someone to come along, pick him up, put him back on the horse, and say, okay, you can head off in that direction. It'll be fine. It's safe over there, and there is the welcoming embrace of all that money and those castles waiting for you. You just have to, give that horse a little kick, and off you go. Just a little kick, and not with spurs and not nasty like with playing polo, before anyone starts getting upset in the comments about cruelty to animals. We know that he allegedly is guilty of that. We're not going there. Not something I want to think about. What is he hiding from Meghan, if anything? Is he hiding anything from Meghan in all of this? King of Pentacles is this desire to be boss again of his own life. Kings back in the royal household, it's being the dominant partner. He's not the dominant partner in their relationship. He wants to be back where he feels important, where he is literally the boss. He is the CEO. He is the person everyone looks up to. He's back in a stable environment. He's successful again. You can see how he's holding that pentacle, the bull there. He's kind of taming that bull in this card. It is a very strong Taurus card, and the royals are very strong Taurus energy, of course, with the passing of the Queen. It's very much in people's minds what the royals signify. And yeah, he wants his status restored. That's what he's hiding from her, if he's hiding anything from her. It's not a secrets card, but it's his own ego and his own status and his own masculinity that he wants restored with that card, with that king energy. very stable. He wants stability in his life. It's sitting under the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate stability card. You know exactly where you are when you get the Ten of Pentacles. You know how much money is in your bank account. You know that you've got investments and resources and a safe roof over your head, and you're never going to have to worry about anything ever again. He wants that. He wants that desperately. Whatever you think about him, however poorly you view him at this point, he's been through the ringer, Harry. He really has been through the ringer, having to worry about money, having to pack boxes and land up in a new home and figure out how the Wi-Fi works and how you plug in your computer and untangle all the wires and get everything working. And I'm sure all very complicated systems that he's got to figure out there. Not the brightest, must be pretty challenging. So the outcome of this rather sad and pathetic little reading, is he going to be rescued? Is the SWAT team going to arrive and take him out in the middle of the night while she is rampaging around? What's going to happen? Well, that's an interesting card. Five of Cups in reverse. Five of Cups is the card of regret, remorse, focused on what you've lost. When it's in the reverse, trying to recover from what you have lost. It's going to be a long, hard journey for him, a long, sad journey. He's in Four of Swords energy at the moment, currently. Thinking, pondering, regretting. It's ruined reputation, the Four of Swords. Reputational harm. This journey, if he is rescued, I could read it that he's not rescued and he's going to be left to stew forever and ever and ever in sorrow and grief and regret and remorse. But I'm reading it that he is going to be rescued at some point, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be painful, absolutely excruciating, because he's going to have to face the people that he has wronged in trying to make things right and trying to get past this time of sorrow. This time of hurt that he has caused and she has caused, and in order to make his amends. And I'm saying that, let's just explain, because my eye keeps being drawn to the next card at the bottom of this tarot deck. I always put the cards to the side and slide them away, and the Temperance card is sitting there, which is the card of harmony and balance and moderation and oil over troubled waters and patience and all of that stuff. He's got a long journey of healing ahead of him. If this comes off, if he is rescued, if someone does come along and pick him up and put him back on his horse, going to be a painful journey. He's going to have to spend a lot of time in silence and thinking about what he's done and the hurt that he has caused. And there's probably great hurt coming down the line if that book is published. Then the hurt that he's caused is going to be tremendous hurt, and he's got his work cut out. It's probably a lifetime of work cut out to make amends and to get past this hurt. The card is always very interesting to me because there's people drowning in the background in this after tarot, and he doesn't notice. He's so focused on his own loss and his own grief, he doesn't notice that the other people are also suffering. Someone is drowning in the background and he couldn't care less. He just literally doesn't see it. The royals have been suffering. William has been suffering. His father has been suffering. The Queen and Prince Philip suffered terribly. He didn't care. He was so focused on it. When the card is in the reverse, he's going to have to notice that other people have been hurt, and he's going to have to fix it. I wouldn't want to be in those shoes, especially not those rotten old shoes that he trails around in with the holes in the soles, but I would not want to be in those shoes. But that's your reading, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.